Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Monatui, and today I'm bringing you guys another OU live in the Gen 7 OU tier. Today we're going to be using Zygarde 10%, otherwise known as the DOGGO form of Zygarde. A lot of speed, it's really cool. It also has an amazing move in 1000 Arrows, which you can click almost every time because it hits absolutely everything on your opponent's side of the field. Really only kind of walled by like grass types and like Tapu Fini and shit like that. Then we have Split F, Shed Shell, Celesteela because I need to switch into Tapu Lele. We got Mega Gyarados, Sub DD, Jolly. At +1, you're able to outspeed a lot of different things, not including Pheromosa, unfortunately, but you're able to outspeed a lot, which is nice. You can outspeed, no, you cannot outspeed Modest Tapu Lele, but you can outspeed a good number of things, and we'll get to see some of them later on. Like Jolly Mammoth's line, for example, you can outspeed. Physical defensive, Taunt, Nature's Madness, Defogging, Tapu Fini. Really nice Pokemon, very good defensively, prevents things like my Gyarados and my Mammoth Line, Celesteela, Zygarde from getting status, which is really nice. Life Orb, Stealth Rocking, Mammoth Line with Oblivious. I think Thick Fat is technically legal on Showdown, but it's like not legal in game, so I didn't want to use that. Plus Oblivious is just nicer for Stealth Rock. And then we have Life Orb, Gengar. Even though its ability did get nerfed to Curse Body, it's still really solid offensively, and I'm going to have fun using it. So without further ado, let's just get into a game. I forget how high I am on the ladder. Let me just see how high I am on the ladder. Gen 7 AU 1624. Okay, so we're relatively high up. Cool. My opponent has a pretty scary team. Pheromosa, Tapu Lele is a great core. I used that from the previous live. Mimikyu is really solid. Dragonite. I have Tapu Fini for. Metagross is a bit of a problem to this team, though I do have Celesteela to wall it. Yeah, his team's super weak to Zygarde. Like, Ituikio's Tapu Lele. Oko's the Magnet Zone. I'm not sure if it Oko's Mega Metagross. I don't think it does. But, you know, like, nothing on his team resists, which is nice. So, let's see. Gengar is a nice lead against this team. Or is a nice lead against this team, and I think I'm going to do that. He does lead with Metagross. Am I going to risk the Speed Tie turn 1? I don't think he should stay in, because, like, I have a Tapu Fini, but also he doesn't have a good switch into this. Well, I have a Celesteela, rather. Going for it! Hey! Alright, so we pick up first kill, turn 1. That's really nice. It was a speed tie because of the Mega buff. Megas get their speed on the turn that you Mega Evolve. So I did win the speed tie there and was able to knock him out, which is nice. Even if he did win the speed tie, I would have been able to go out into Gyarados and then threaten something else on his team, because nothing really wants to switch into Gyarados either. Like, I just click Crunch and something goes down. He's going to go into his Tapu Lele. Definitely tells me that he is Scarf. I'm going to go out into Celesteela. If he is Scarf, I don't think Thunderbolt will be able to kill me. We'll see, though. He is going to go right for the Psychic. That does 25%. I'm actually going to calc to see if that is Scarf or not. Actually, no, that's definitely Scarf. That did not do enough. But what I can do now is just go right for the Flamethrower on the incoming Magnet Zone. And then, because I'm Shed Shell, he will not be able to knock me out. That's also definitely a Assault Vest. But what I can do is go right out into my Magnet Zone on the Electric move. And then I can just safely click Earthquake, as he is going to go out into Dragonite. However, I will be able to knock him out with the Life Orb Bicycle Crash. Even through multi-scale, I believe this should be able to knock him out. It is a very powerful attack. As, yeah, we are able to knock out the Dragonite, which is great. So now he has to go back out into his, I mean, he can go out and do a couple different things. He has the Pheromosa, as well as the Scarf Tapu Lele. We'll see. We will definitely see what he wants to go out into. I guess Pheromosa would probably be his best, because he can click U-turn on whatever I want to go into, but if I stay in and click another move, then he's kind of screwed. I also don't really need my Mammoth Line anymore. Yeah, he goes Tapu Lele. I don't expect him to Psychic, because I do have Celesteela. I think I'm just gonna go, like, I don't need this. Again, like, I have Zygarde for the Magnet Zone, I have it for basically everything else. Yeah, I'm just gonna click Earthquake, see what he wants to do. He does go for the Psychic. Not that big a deal, because what I can do now is go out into my, I want to go out into my Gyarados Mega Evolve and click Sub, I think. Let me think about this. You know what? No, I think I'm just gonna click Waterfall. I don't think he'd stay in and allow me to, like, get a free sub up. That would be kind of bad on his part. And I don't want him going out into something like Pheromosa. He's gonna go Magnezone. I should be able to 2-KO this thing. I know he's Assault Vest by the Flamethrower damage, yeah. So what I can do now is just go for another Waterfall. Even if he hits Scarf, and that's somehow not what Flamethrower does, if that's just what Flamethrower does, yeah. I would have been able to take it, because Mega Gyarados has a really good Spadef. So that's the problem gone. That's really nice. And Gengar kind of just wins at this point. I don't think I'm in range of Shadow Sneak from Mimikyu yet, which is nice. Pheromosa can't knock me out with anything. He's actually going to hard switch into Mimikyu, which I'm okay with because I do have my Tapu Fini, but I don't really want to get that weakened. This doesn't do anything else for me, so I'm just going to click Waterfall. Yeah, he's going to Swords Dance up. And he actually has a red card. That's pretty cool. But what I'm going to do is just sack my Gyarados. There's no reason for me to do anything else. Yeah, just sacking my Gyarados should be the play. I doubt he'd Swords Dance again. Red card's pretty cool. And because he's not Life Orb, I can take it on with my Tapu Fini for sure. So he is going to go for the Play Rough. He is going to be able to knock me out. Kind of dangerous in case I stayed in, but it is what it is. What I'm going to do now is just go out into my Zygarde because I definitely live the Shadow Sneak. And I will be able to just knock him out with the 1,000 arrows. Yeah, so he's... Oh, fuck, Disguise. Wait. Oh, Mold Breaker. Idiot. Idiot. Oh, idiot. 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 That's okay. That's okay. It's all fine. We are all okay in the world. I was like, oh yeah, good, I already broke his Disguise. No, Mold Breaker hits through the Disguise. Damn you, new mechanics and things. And not that that was a new mechanic, but anyway, I definitely live the Play Rough. I would be amazed if it did at half. Well, he crits me, so it's going to do more than half, which kind of sucks because I'm in range of Pheromosa's Poison Jab and Tapu Lele's hit. But regardless, we're still in a fine spot. Like, if he locks himself in a Thunderbolt, Gengar takes the hit. Also, Celesteela still takes the hit, which is hilarious to me. So I can actually just go out into Celesteela, click Heavy Slam, and then basically get a kill. We'll see what he wants to do. I would imagine his play is Tapu Lele, and we'll just see what he wants to lock himself into. Because, like, if it's Moonblast or Psychic, I go Celesteela. If it's Thunderbolt, I go Gengar. Unless Heavy Slam kills Pheromosa, because then I don't have to do a 50-50. He's going to go to Tapu Lele. She's going to go for the Surf. Yeah, he's going to knock me out with the Psychic. So what I will be able to do is go out into my Celesteela and just click Flamethrower, because there's no way he can stay in on this thing. Let me make sure that Heavy Slam kills Pheromosa. I'm pretty sure it does, because Pheromosa is paper thin, even though I have less attack than special attack. Let me see. Celesteela. Pheromosa. Yeah, Heavy Slam should kill it, so I'm just going to click that. He is going to go for another Psychic, and he is going to get knocked out. Pheromosa can come in, but the only thing he can knock me out with is High Jump Kick. And then I'm pretty sure he has nothing to knock out Gengar. So we're going to obviously see the Pheromosa. I'm just going to click Flamethrower. If he is able to knock me out, which I think he can with the High Jump Kick, then no big deal. He's actually going to go for the Lunge. That's not going to do anything to me, and I'm just going to be able to hit him up with a Flamethrower and knock him out. So that's going to be game. He also wasn't Life Orb. I have no idea what he was. GG. Fun game. Definitely Celesteela showing why it's so good. That was so stupid with the Mold Breaker Mega Gyarados thing. I apologize that I forgot about that, but regardless, let's see. Let's just get another game. Just get one more game. Well, not one more. We're gonna get a couple other games after this, but let's get another game. See what we can do. I'm also running Will-O-Wisp on Gengar over Taunt. Just because like I have Sub on Gyarados, I have Sleep Talk on Zygarde, so I'm not too weak to random Smeargle and things like that. Plus I have Tapu Fini that can always just beat it. So let's see, my opponent has a pretty cool team. Golisopod, Salazzle, Cloyster. Let's see. Team's not super weak to Mega Metagross. Golisopod's cool. I really like Golisopod. Once again, very weak to Gengar. Like, I just click Shadow Ball across the entirety of his team. I have speed. These three for sure. I speed tie with this. This can't knock me out with anything. I think what I want to do is lead with my Gengar, as he is going to lead with the Salazzle. That's fine with me, because I can just click Shadow Ball. This thing doesn't get anything to hit me as far as I know. And he should be running, like, Nasty Plot, Dual Stab, maybe Toxic. He could Toxic me if he wants to, with his ability, Corrosion. But that's fine with me. I don't mind being Toxic, as long as I can get rid of Salazzle. And I imagine Life Orb Shadow Ball knocks this thing out. This thing has pretty poor defenses. He does go right for the Flamethrower. It gets disabled, which is funny. And then he's gonna die to the Shadow Ball. I forgot for some reason that Fire Blast could have killed me, but oh well. Oh well, we get rid of the problem. And I wasn't necessarily expecting him to go for the Flamethrower, because that allowed Tapu Fini to come in. Not that he minded too much, but it is what it is. Gengar is very low, but I can fire off one more Shadow Ball, which is all I really needed to do. And now I am just going to go out into my Celesteela on what I expect to be a Shadow Ball. As he actually has Charge Beam, that's pretty cool. He's going to get the special attack raise, but that's not the biggest thing for me. I can just go right for the Heavy Slam. I don't really have another play. He can send in his Golisopod if he wants to. He can send in Tapu Fini. Tapu Fini doesn't beat me 1v1. He is going to Mega Evolve, trace the Beast Boost, and go for another Charge Beam. It's not going to knock me out, however, and I will be able to get a ton of damage off onto him with that. I'm tempted to switch out into something, but I don't know if I want to right now. But I also kinda... do I need this anymore? Not really. I'm just gonna click Heavy Slam again. And we'll see what he wants to do. He does go for the Shadow Ball, and that does not knock me out, so we will be able to get rid of the Mega Alakazam. That's wonderful. We get our Spadef boost, not that that matters, because anything can Revenge Kill us at this point. So yeah, that was okay for me. Getting rid of Mega Alakazam, like I said, is very important. Here I'm just going to click Flamethrower. If he wants to Shell Smash up, that's fine. I'll be getting a lot of damage off onto him. And Tapu Fini just walls this thing 100%. So yeah, he is going to Shell Smash. And is he White Herb? He is not White Herb, so this is going to bring him down. It's going to kill him. Okay, he wasn't Sash either. Okay, so that's some nice 2 kills. Fork. Spoon. Spork. Good talk. So now, once again, he can go into any of these other 3 things and just knock me out at this point. Like, I can't do anything else. Like, I'm just gonna let this thing go down. I hate that Pokemon's... I mean, that's kind of your fault for doing what you did there, bud. But regardless, he's gonna go into Golisopod. First impression will be able to knock me out. I'm just gonna go for Leech Seed. As he does go for that first impression, he is Life Orb as well. And what I'm going to do is go out into my Gyarados, and then I'm just going to click... what am I going to do? I'm going to sub. That's what I'm going to do. So he goes out into Metagross, interestingly enough. So now what I can do is just Mega Evolve and click Crunch. As he's not going to Mega Evolve, and he's going to take a lot from that. And he goes for Zen Headbutt on my Dark type. Okay, well that happened. I'm not entirely sure how experienced he was, but regardless of that, we're going to get another game. Really cool to see Celesteela do more things. Celesteela is just such a stupid Pokemon. I think it's on like almost 50% of VGC teams, and I can see why, because it's really good. We have a really cool team. I'm not exactly sure if this was a Pokegame team, because I know he showcased Togedemaru. This guy. But it's Rain. He's got a Persian as well. Alolan Persian's actually kind of annoying. the dude Tapu Fini, obviously. Yeah, Tapu Fini kind of like hard walls a lot of his team, which is nice. Like it walls the Greninja, the Persian, the this guy, and the this guy. So that's nice. What do I want to do? I think I want to lead Tapu Fini, actually, expecting his Pelipper to want to lead, and I can just get off of Nature's Madness and taunt it afterwards, prevent it from roosting. Mamoswine is like pretty much useless in this game. Like he has 6 Mamoswine checks, other than Togedemaru, but even then, like it hits me with a steel move. I don't even know what Togedemaru does exactly. Let's see. Togedemaru. Do you get steel moves or iron moves? Steel moves. Steel moves. Gyro Ball. Okay, you're really fast though. Nothing else. Okay. Okay, so your Mamoswine is the counter to you, I assume. And there's the Pelipper, but like I said, I'm just gonna go for the Nature's Madness. Get off 50% on him as he's going to U-turn out, more than likely into his Togedemaru. I am, however, going to go right out into my Mamoswine and attempt to set up my Stealth Rocks as he goes for the U-turn. Okay. Is that Panded? I have no idea. I have genuinely just no idea. I'm actually going to look up to see if this is Joey's team. There's the Persian. He just pulling me. So I'm going to go for the Nature's Madness here. He's going to go for the Parting Shot, but that does not affect the Nature's Madness, which is nice, and he's going to go back out into Togedemaru, once again taking a lot of damage. I'm once again going to go back out into Mamoswine, see what he wants to do as he go for the U-turn again. Let's see, as he goes Scizor this time. Also not that big a deal. I do have Gyarados, which can switch in, get the Intimidate off, prevent him from doing whatever. He is going to Mega Evolve and go right for the Swords Dance, though. Which I'm okay with. I'm very much okay with that. In fact, I am now going to just go for a Dragon Dance. As he's going to U-turn out, so his SD U-turn. Interesting. But he doesn't really have anything that wants to deal with this at all. Like, Kingdra can come out, but again, I just have my Tapu Fini to beat it 1v1 easily. So, we'll see what he wants to do. I guess he could go out into Kingdra, as he's actually going to go out into a Alolan Persian. But I'm just going to go for the Waterfall. I know this won't kill because of Fur Coat, but it'll do a lot. Yeah, that does a lot, and I have the chance to flinch as I do flinch, which is wonderful. And I don't want to Mega Evolve because I want to be able to take on the Scizor, so I'm just going to Waterfall again. And I believe this knocks them out, even without the rain. And yeah, that'd be great if we can just knock them out. Togedemaru. No, that's not it, man. Let's see. No, this is not the same team. Okay, cool. So he just built his own Togedemaru team. That's cool. With Alolan Persian. Like I said, Alolan Persian's like really annoying. I lost to a team with Alolan Persian stall just because he can pivot into it on my Tapu Lele Psychic. So, yeah, it's super scary. I also do still have Steel to deal with the Scizor, especially now that I know that he's SD U-turn, but is what it is. Is he SD U-turn Roost? Because that'd be, like, weird. Again, I just don't like SD U-turn Scizor. He's going to go back out into Pelipper. That's not going to take this thing on at all. Yeah, no, that's not a switch in at all. So what I'm going to do is just go for another Waterfall. I'm tempted to just go for another Dragon Dance because I'm pretty sure I win, and in fact I am going to go for just another Dragon Dance as he's going to go for the Roost. And pretty sure at this point I just win. Yeah, I'm just going to go for a Waterfall and knock him out. Because like the last, yeah, Waterfall did 45%, plus 2 will definitely kill him. So that might be GG, because I think no, I don't outspeed the Kingdra, even if he's modest. I know he's going to be modest, but don't outspeed it, unfortunately, so I probably should have jet on for another Dragon Dance there. That's my fault. But again, like I can go out into Tapu Fini in it. Togedemaru, you're not gonna do anything to me, and I'm just gonna kill you with Waterfall. Fake out. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna Waterfall. Like, even if he goes Kingdra, I'm getting very important damage on that, yeah. Like, I was tempted to go for Crunch there, but look at that damage, that's fine. And now what I'm going to do is just go out into my Tapu Fini, which walls it. Unfortunately, I don't have Moonblast on it, but, like, that's not the worst thing in the world. I can just click Surf as he's, like, locked into a Dragon move. Plus, he just lost his Rain Setter, so his Kingdra, after I get rid of it, or after I set up a Dragon Dance, will not be able to do anything to me. Granted, Mega Sizzler should still be able to beat me. But, you know, it is what it is. And Greninja takes a hit, but Greninja can't do anything to me, assuming he's just a normal Battle Bond set. We'll see what he wants to do. Probably just go for the Dragon move. Like, I don't think Hydro Pump kills me. It might, just because, like, it's in the rain and Kingdra's, like, really strong, but Gyarados is good as F. So we'll go into Tapu Fini. He is going to go for the Draco Meteor. We're going to be immune to that, obviously. And then what we're just going to do is click Surf, as he is going to sack off his Togedemaru with the rain-boosted Surf. That's nice. And he really doesn't have anything for this now that I'm looking at it. Like, he has nothing that beats it. He's going to send in his Sizzlor. But I can Surf this, get off a lot of damage, and I'm physically defensive. He will not be able to do enough to me. And we'll see how much it does, because I can also taunt him on the following turn. That does so much damage, as he is going to SD up. But now what I can do is just go for the taunt, actually, as he is going to Bullet Punch. But I can taunt. And then I am going to save this because it beats the rest of his team. I'm just going to go out into Gyarados to... Actually, no. I don't have to go out into Gyarados. I'm just going to go into Celesteela, because I don't really need Celesteela anymore, as he's going to Bullet Punch once again. And what I can do is just go for the Flamethrower. No reason for me to do anything else. He has Brutal Swing, not able to knock me out, and Flamethrower will knock out the Mega Sizzler. So my Tapu Fini just kind of walls the rest of his team entirely. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let him get Battle Bond, which sucks. I'll just go for the Heavy Slam, as he actually doubles into Alolan Persian, interestingly enough. Not going to be able to knock it out because Alolan Persian is just a monster. I'm not sure why he did that. He had a free Dark Pulse. Like, he could have just clicked Dark Pulse unless he was expecting Tapu Fini, but that doesn't make sense. So I'm just going to go for Leech Seed in case he decides to do anything weird. He has Rain Dance. Okay. Scary, but I still have ways of beating it. Like, I have my Gyarados at full health. He's going to go back out into Greninja. Yeah, he's going to go for the Life Orb, Water Shuriken. But what I can do is just go out into my Gyarados, Mega Evolve, and click a Waterfall, and I'm pretty sure that kills it. Pretty sure that kills it in the rain, and he can't knock me out with anything other than Grass Knot. He goes for the Dark Pulse, not going to be able to knock me out. Don't flinch me. Very nice. So, not going to be able to knock him out, but that does put him in range of Zygarde's Extreme Speed. So we can just go for another Waterfall here. He's going to knock me out with the Hydro Pump. I can go out into my my Zygarde and click Extreme Speed and be able to knock him out, as well as put damage onto the Kingdra so that he is in range of my Mamoswine's Ice Shard, possibly. And even if he's not, again, I do have Tapu Fini to wall him. So he's going to send out his Kingdra. The rain's going to end, which means that my Gengar knocks him out. I'm just going to click Extreme Speed. He's going to knock me out with the Ice Beam. I'm going to go out into Mamoswine, click Ice Shard, and win this game. Going to say GG. As soon as the Ice Shard goes through, there it is. Going to knock him out. Crit didn't matter, obviously. And we are going to win the next game of the live. So that was a fun game. Once again, Celesteela being very important, being able to take that +2 Brutal Swing, Mega Gyarados, doing cool stuff. I really want to showcase Zygarde a little bit more, though, because it can just straight up sweep through teams. Like the game before this, my opponent kept switching around, like into Skarmory and then into Tapu Lele, but no, nothing switches in. Didn't I just play this guy? I did just play this guy. So this game may or may not be in the live, so if it's not, then I'll be right back, and if it is, then cool. Okay, and we're back. That game finished up, so let's move on to the next one. Did I say let's move on to the next one? Yeah. This will probably be the last one of the live. We've been going for a little while. My opponent's team is actually really cool. I love Nihilego, I love Delmise. Of course, Tapu Lele, Pheromosa Core is really nice. Mandibuzz is here, even though Age of Slash is gone, but that's fine. My team deals with it relatively okay, although it does kind of stop my Zygarde, unfortunately. And my Gyarados to an extent, but if I can set up a Dragon Dance with Gyarados and he specs Tapu Lele, which I kind of expect him to be on this team just because he has Nihilego and Pheromosa to be kind of fast, and it looks like he'd be specs, then that would be great. But let's see, he also has Delmas to stop Zygarde, so, and Ice Shard on this thing. He's got a lot of shit, basically. But I think what I want to do is lead with my Gengar as he leads with his Tapu Lele. I'm just going to switch out into my Celesteela I'm not sure if he's Scarfed. I think he's Specs, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't want to go off that judgment. So I will switch out into my Celesteela, and we'll be able to tell by the damage whether or not he's Scarfed. We also switch out first, so that we know that he is definitely Specs, which is nice. What I'm going to do here is just go for the Leech Seed. He could have Taunt. He does go for that Taunt, which is unfortunate, but not the biggest deal in the world. What we can do is just go out into our Tapu Fini, as he probably knocks off our leftovers, as he actually goes right for the Foul Play, which does absolutely nothing to us. And what we can follow up to do is just go right for the Nature's Madness. Get 50% off on the incoming Delmise, which is great. I know what this thing does. I know like Steelworker is a really cool ability. I drafted this thing in a more casual league. Does that mean I was switching? Yes, Celesteela, great. So we will go out into that, as he pulls a very good double into Tapu Lele. However, I can just stay in and click Heavy Slam. If he wants to go out into Mandibuzz, that's fine. He actually opts to sack off his Tapu Lele just to get damage on my Celesteela, which I am totally fine with. Like, that thing was a gigantic threat. Like, it always is, even though I do have the Celesteela to wall it, and I do have Gyarados to pivot in on the Psychic attacks. That thing's just always a threat. He's going to send in Mamoswine. I'm not going to let him Icicle Crash me, so I'm going to go out into my Tapu Fini. Celesteela is still useful, as he is going to go right for that Icicle Crash. That's definitely Life Orb damage. And what I can do now is go right for the Nature's Madness once again. Hit the Delmise for some more damage. I think these things usually run Assault Vest on the ladder. That's generally what I've seen. Makes sense. But Nature's Madness is just our best play. I don't think Surf knocks him out from here anyway. He's going to stay in or actually Earthquake, which is interesting. But we go for that attack, and what we can do now is go for the Surf. As he does switch out in Nihilego this time, which is going to take a lot from that, but it does have very good Spadef, so we'll be able to tank it. And what I'm going to do now is, because Delmise is in range of Mamoswine, it's in range of Gengar, it's in range of Gyarados, I'm just going to sack my Celesteela. I don't necessarily need it anymore. He's going to knock me out there with 2 Thunderbolts, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Yeah, so I'm just going to go for the Heavy Slam, allow him to knock me out. He's not choiced, which is fine. And what I will be able to do here is just go out into my oh, he's not choice, so let's see, what's my play? I think the play is just going out into Zygarde and clicking 1,000 Arrows. No reason for me to do anything else. I have switch-ins to the Mandibuzz. As he does go into that Mandibuzz, which will not take a ton from this. He is smacked down, though. So I can go back out and Tapu Fini as he goes for the U-turn. Okay, so Taunt, U-turn, Roost, Foul Play, so he does not have Knockoff, which is actually really good information to have. So my Tapu Fini beats him 100% of the time. And what I can do here is just go for... Mamoswine's not too big of a problem. E-Speed knocks it out. My own Mamoswine deals with it. Gyarados deals with it. I'm just going to go for the Surf and allow him to knock me out with the Sludge Wave. Shitty as that is. But what I can do now is go out into my... my Zygarde once again. And actually click Outrage, because Outrage should be able to 2-KO the Mandibuzz. He's actually going to go out into Delmise, which will not go down to 1. Hopefully we just get the 2 turns so that I can switch out versus the Mamoswine. We'll see though. Gonna go for the other Outrage. We unfortunately are locked in, so he can go out into his Mamoswine and click Ice Shard. However, I don't mind that too much. I mean, it's annoying, obviously, but I do have Gengar to knock it out. But then I have to take an Ice Shard, which kind of sucks. Yeah, we're getting close to losing to Pheromosa, so I gotta be very careful of that. I gotta keep Ice Shard around for that. Not sure what he's debating. I guess he could also go Pheromosa and just click Ice Beam and knock me out. Could also go Mandibuzz and just Foul Play me or Roost and get that thing healthy. But then I get to keep my Zygarde around, which is definitely worth it, because every time Nihilego comes in, then that's great. He's going to go Mamoswine, he's going to click Ice Shard, he's going to be able to knock me out, not a big deal. What we can do now... What I actually want to do is get Rocks up with my Mamoswine. I actually think that's the play, as silly as this may look. Because then I can be able to Because after Rocks are up, I win with Gengar, because Pheromosa doesn't have a way to knock out Gengar. So we're going to get our Rocks up, he's going to Earthquake, it's going to hurt, but not going to be able to knock us out, which is wonderful. And then I can just Ice Shard on the next turn, put him in range of Life Orb, or just straight up knock him out because he's oblivious. Awesome. So now, Mamoswine may be able to get another kill, which is awesome. So he's going to go out and do his Nihilego. I am going to hit him up with the Ice Shard. I don't think this will knock it out. It does, actually. That's impressive. I know he doesn't have good defense, but he has a lot of HP. And now what I can do is go out into my Gengar as the Mandibuzz comes in, and Sludge Bomb should be able to kill it. No, it doesn't. That's really bad. But he roosts. Okay. I have to switch out into Gyarados. I can't let him foul play me. As what I'm going to do now is just go for the sub. As he goes Pheromosa. Ooh, okay. This is fine. I can click Waterfall unless you have Bug Buzz. Don't have Bug Buzz. Don't have Bug Buzz. Don't do it, man. He goes for the U-turn. Wonderful. I'll be able to smack the Mandibuzz on switch in. I don't think this will be a 2 KO. That'll do a lot. Yeah, that does a lot. And what I can do is Dragon Dance up. Because once I get to +2, he can't beat me anymore, and he is going to go for the foul play. Fortunately, that does a little bit too much, but that's okay, because I click Waterfall now. And then his, it's in range of my Gengar. Yeah, it's definitely in range of my Gengar now, and I flinch him, so... Yeah, like I said, he would have been in range of my Gengar there. He would have had to keep roosting, and if he kept roosting, I would have flinched him eventually. And now, all he has left is his Pheromosa versus this. He can knock out my Gyarados for sure, but he will not be able to knock out my my Gengar. Even with the +1 lunge, it is quad resisted. I will be able to knock him out with this. He shouldn't have anything that can hit me. And it looks like he might be banded. This should not be able to knock me out. It's quad resisted. Yeah, okay. So we're going to be able to knock out the Pheromosa with the Sludge Bomb, and that is going to be a good game. And that's going to be, let's see, how long have we been going? Yeah, I guess we can get one more, because we had the one game that didn't really count. So let's just get another game. Team's working really well. I'm glad I'm showing how Gengar is still, like, really good, even though it doesn't have the Levitate ability. It's still really good offensively, even in the current meta when the Tapus are running around. When things like Pheromosa are running around, Gengar just hard walls Pheromosa. It's a very good offensive check to it, which is really nice. Of course, it is very well dealt with by the Alolan Muck, which my opponent unfortunately has. So, my opponent's team is pretty scary. I can see why he has a Alolan Muck, because Gengar just runs through him otherwise. Although Zygarde also just puts in a ton of work this game. Like, it just clicks 1,000 arrows and gets a kill every time as soon as Tapu Fini's weakened. And, well, and Mega Sizzler as well. But that being said, let's go out into, or let's lead with our Celesteela, as he is going to lead with Nihilego. What I'm going to do is just go right for the Heavy Slam. I don't want to predict anything else. Like, if he goes into Magnezone, not that big a deal. I hard switch out into my, yeah, he is actually just going to go for the rocks, and he's going to go down. That's great. So my Spadef raises. That's wonderful. He's going to go out into his Magnezone. Like I said, I'm just going to hard switch out into my Zygarde. He does not know if I'm leftovers or not. He's not going to grist the Flash Cannon when I have Flamethrower. We're going to go out into Zygarde. We're going to be immune to the electric move, and we're going to click 1,000 arrows. And basically, not get a kill, but we're going to weaken the incoming Tapu Fini. So we're going to fire off 1,000 arrows. Yeah, we will fire off 1,000 arrows. Also, on his Tapu Fini, I can defog with my Tapu Fini, which is going to be really nice, because I don't want hazards up on my side of the field. I want to keep my Gyarados healthy, and then he cannot set up hazards later on. I'm not sure what item he was, because usually when you see lead rocks, they're Sash, but I guess he could have been Life Orb. No, he wasn't Life Orb, actually. Nah, could he have been? He could have been. He could have definitely been. Gonna hit the Tapu Fini, does a nice chunk of damage. We, like I said, are just going to go out into our own Tapu Fini, as he pulls the switch out into Sizzler. Like I said, I just want to defog. I don't care if he sets up a Swords Dance. I have Taunt, I have Nature's Madness. So he is going to set up that Swords Dance, but what I will be able to do is go right for that Nature's Madness, as he gets to plus that much. But now I can taunt him, prevent him from roosting, as he attempts the Swords Dance once again. That's fine, because again, my Gyarados just comes in. I do live this Bullet Punch, and I can hit him with a Surf, and then put him in range of my Gyarados. So we're going to Surf here. He's definitely in range of Gyarados now. And I'm just going to Surf one more time, as he is able to knock me out. But like I said, I can just go out into my Gyarados, get the Intimidate off, and just click Waterfall. Debating Mega Evolving here, actually. Yeah, I think I do want to Mega Evolve just to get the added bulk. So we're going to Mega Evolve, we're going to go for the Waterfall. He can Bullet Punch me if he wants to. He does, it's not going to be able to knock me out, and we can knock him out with the Waterfall. That's really nice, so he has no more, well, he does still have his switch into Zygarde, but it's very, very whittled now, and it's almost dead, so that's really nice. Like, 1,000 Arrows knocks out Muck, it knocks out Magnezone, it knocks out Celesteela after I hit it once. He's gonna go into his Celesteela. I'm gonna go for a sub. I don't know if this thing can touch me. Yeah, no, that doesn't do anything to me. So now what I can do is just Dragon Dance up, because I don't think Heavy Slam breaks my sub. I'm pretty heavy, and I have really good bulk. So we'll see what he does. Yeah, there's the Heavy Slam. That's not doing anything. I'm going to Dragon Dance up once again, and that Heavy Slam does break my sub. I will go for another one, however. And then I won't be able to knock him out with the Waterfall, but that's okay. He does go for the Heavy Slam. Crits me, that doesn't break my sub. What I will do is Waterfall. If I get a flinch, then I will be able to beat him easily, but I do not get the flinch. Not a big problem, because I can Waterfall again and knock him out with this one. He's definitely fully physically defensive as well. That does so little damage. But yeah, he doesn't have a switch into this. But yeah, Tapu Fini can... he's Protect. Unfortunate, but I can just click Waterfall. He's also now extremely, extremely weak to Mammoth now that he let this thing get weakened. I actually crit him on that turn, so definitely unfortunate for him. I did have that chance to flinch, but, you know, it is still hacks. Still definitely unfortunate. He's going to go out into Tapu Fini, allowing me to weaken this thing with the Waterfall, which will definitely put it in range of Mammoth's Earthquake. And if it doesn't, then even after that, Zygarde definitely wins. So I'm going to go out into my Mammoth's and I am just going to click Earthquake, and this should kill it. Like, this is a Life Orb Earthquake. You saw how much Zygarde's Earthquake did, or 1,000 Arrows did, so yeah, he's going to go down. And, yeah, he's just going to forfeit. So, that was a quick game. That Zygarde definitely could have slept there at the end. Again, like, he would have, even if he was Scarf Magnezone, I could have gone out into my Zygarde and clicked 1,000 Arrows and won the game, because Scarf Flash Cannon doesn't knock me out from full. I also, if he was, if he went into Magnezone, I could have Will-O-Wisp on the incoming Muck. Plus, I also had Celesteela, which could have clicked Heavy Slam on a Flash Cannoning Magnezone. But regardless, that's going to be the live. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what Pokemon you want to see in the future, and I will probably build a team around them. But otherwise, have a nice day, everyone, and I'll see you next time.